All right, all right. The show that gets you ready for the week of football that lies ahead has returned. It's your favorite online sports show, the best online football show to happen on a Saturday. Good afternoon, welcome to it. I'm your host Apiwe Roto, talking all things football. Remember to like the page All Things Football on Facebook. The show is also available on the Roto network. That's the AMAVA Roto network on YouTube. I would like to apologize for the technical glitches that have been causing problems and making the show difficult to broadcast to happen. Onto our much anticipated final. Let's dissect the fixture in Magesi FC versus Mamelodi Sundowns. Mamelodi team Magesi will be looking to be the first debutant to win a cup final, namely the Carling Knockout, with the last one being Silver Stars, who played the Coca-Cola Cup on the debut, despite losing to Kaiser Chiefs. However, Magesi will look to change the narrative, having caused an upset, caused beating Orlando Pirates by 3 goals to 2 in the round of 16 before an odd goal win against Magesi and Richards Bay. While Kaiser's free scoring Mamelodi Sundowns are yet to score. I concede a goal, I beg your pardon, scoring 11 goals in the process, beating Golden Arrows by 5 goals to nil, before a 4 goal win by or against Kaiser Chiefs to no reply. Again, then 2-0 win against Marumo Gallants away from home. The five-time champions are yet to concede a goal, netting 11 goals in the process, beating Kaiser Chiefs' record of 8 goals in 2010, where they scored 8 goals without conceding. Putting netting 8 goals in that process. Tournament best, they last won the key tournament in 2019, having also won it in 1988, 1990, 1999, and 2015. It's Unpacked stories making headlines in the world of football in the last week. So Sport United have confirmed the signing of Samir Nokovic, former Kaiser Chiefs and TS Galaxy forward, and Samir Nokovic, the 32-year-old marksman, joins after parting ways. Has been without a club since parting ways with TS Galaxy, and was linked with the Pretoria-based side for some time. However, the two parties could not come to an agreement on terms. The Serbian joins on a 1-year deal to solve SuperSport United's crisis with the injured Bradley Grobler, who's out on a long injury layoff. The 32-year-old is set to make his debut on January as the club awaits his work permit. In a statement made by Stan Matthews, he said Samir is a proven number 9 target man with a good track record who will look to fit in well with a style of play which looks to get crosses from wide areas and to capitalize on set pieces. Now, if you must remember, Samir Nokovic and Kevin Hunt are no strangers to each other, having worked together at Kaiser Chiefs during Kevin Hunt's run at Kaiser Chiefs as coach before he was relieved of his duties. On to our other story, we reported that Andres, former Barcelona legend, has purchased a European-based club in FC Helsingør from Denmark. This decision comes after the 40-year-old called time on his career after applying his trade with at the United Emirates club for Emirates club. The World Cup winner becomes co-owner following an agreement with Stoneberg, a Swiss investment group. While on the other side, TS Galaxy has signed former Kaiser Chiefs and Mamelodi Sundowns winger Keegan Dolly, who was a free agent. 31-year-old was a free agent, and after leaving National last season, and joins the Rockets despite being linked with SuperSport United, where he had 2 training stints. However, the deal fell through as the club opted for Vincent Pule, who was also a free agent after he was released by Orlando Pirates. The Ghana Football Association and other news will be looking to have a meeting following the national team's failure to qualify for next year's AFCON. The Black Stars' performance saw them finish at the bottom of the group following their 2-1 loss to Niger at the Accra Sports Ground. Accra Sports Stadium, finishing at the bottom behind Angola, Sudan, and Niger, who finished third. Clips of the confrontation have since gone viral between Coach Otto Addo and few journalists from the media, where he stated he has no desire to resign from his duties and wants to qualify for the 2026 World Cup. However, his future may no longer be in his hands after that meeting, and Ghana will miss out for the first time in 20 years. Reacting to the defeat, Ghana President Kurt Okrako issued a formal statement saying, "From the highest heights of world football on the 29th of March 2022 to the lowest of AFCON qualifying matches, my heart bleeds. This is not what we want or bargain for, or what we bargained for. At this point, we can only cool heads can win matches. We as leaders can of our sport will stay together, be honest with ourselves, and fix this problem." The road to recovery after this normalization is definitely bumpy and rough, but our collective effort and patience will win, and Ghana, our beloved country, will win. As a Black Stars fan, as the leader, I share in your pain, and we will rise from this temporary setback. It shall be well. Currently underway, English Premier League football. Leicester City and host Chelsea at the King Power Stadium, and Chelsea lead by a goal to nil. You can catch that on your World of Champions. And to our other news, we talk Kaiser Chiefs, who are looking to take their games off. To play certain games at home away from home, moving from the FNB Stadium after the decision to increase their games and play them uh, away from home. The last season, if you remember, they played 11 home matches in the league at the FNB Stadium, then two each at the Peter Mokaba and at the Moses Mabhida Stadium. Uh, as the FNB as all game 15 games for the 2022 were played at FNB Stadium, all 15, with most of the fixtures played in empty stadiums due to COVID-19. The Kaiser Chiefs take on Richards Bay at the Peter Mokaba Stadium on Tuesday, where they will also remain and play Polokwane City at the old Peter Mokaba Stadium, which is just across the new Peter Mokaba Stadium. Then next home match, their other home match, let's see how they line up. They'll return to action on Wednesday, where they'll be playing at the Peter Mokaba Stadium. According to the list, their next game will be against Relay M at the November at the FNB Stadium at the Peter Mokaba Stadium, the same venue, on the 30th of November, before playing Polokwane City away the away team at the adjacent old Peter Mokaba Stadium on the 8th of December. Chiefs' next home game will be at Moses Mabhida Stadium against Chippa United, before returning on the 8th of January to play Stellenbosch FC. Then Golden Arrows on the 12th of January at the Moses Mabhida, where they will also host Sikukuna United a week later. The Soweto Derby will take place on the 1st of February, where they will remain and host Amazulu 3 days later, and then play Supersport United, Makesi, and Cape Town City, before going back to the Peter Mokaba Stadium to play TS Galaxy, then return to the FNB to play Royal AM, Orlando Pirates, I beg your pardon, Miromo Gallants, and Miromo Gallants. Kaiser, based on these fixtures, as many as 6 of these Chiefs' home games will not be at FNB Stadium. Most of 9 matches of the home games FNB Stadium will be in the second round of the season due to attendance issues. Ex- uh, the only time the stadium, if you notice clearly, the stadium is usually packed to capacity when they play Mamelodi Sundowns or Orlando Pirates. On to our last lost story. Bafana Bafana coach Hugo Bros has stated that this is his last job and will call time on his coaching career when when the time is done, as he will be 74 years old. The Belgium tactician has expressed desire to coach Bafana take part in the upcoming World Cup, which will be jointly hosted by United States the United States, Mexico and Canada. Now, the United States and Mexico are no strangers to hosting the World Cup. With Mexico having looking to host their third World Cup, having hosted it in 1917, 1986, while the United States hosted the 1994 World Cup. Stating that he will be 74 here by the time he joins the team. Even when he was appointed in 2021, questions there were question marks with regards to his age. If my memory serves me well, he was 66 years old when he was appointed to coach Bafana Bafana. However, Bafana Bafana yet to taste defeat at home since he took over. He's done exceptionally well. We saw him with Bafana Bafana where he threatened to where he said he would walk if he failed to qualify for the next year's AFCON, which is set to take place in Morocco. However, he will be around and he'll be hoping to do well with Bafana. On to our much anticipated game. Players to look out for. Here's our players to look out for as far as the game is concerned. We talked Elvis Chipizeza, who's won three man of the match awards, 300,000 rand in total. The Zimbabwean shortstopper has been tipped to be the decider of whether or not his side will go all the way. Despite his side having not scored as many goals, the 34-year-old has been exceptional in leading from the back. Another player to look out for is former Kaizer Chiefs four striker Kamwenga, who is no stranger to the PSL and has also proven to be lethal with set pieces, as seen in his goal against his former employers in Kaizer Chiefs in the 2-2 draw in a league encounter. However, it remains to be seen if he can make it past opposition that is just as stingy with defense stingy at the back rather. The strong marksman that is what Maronda Boy Makubu was also not known until his goal against Kaizer Chiefs, and he's proven to have aerial prowess, which will come in handy in the game against Sundowns. While we look at onto our opposition, we see former Stellenbosch marksman Ekram Reynolds, a player to look out for, who's been finding scoring goals for fun since moving to Clorco and on international level. Coach Mangoba will be counting on him to have it in his combination with Peter Shalulile, who usually comes off the bench but also proves to be an impact player, provided he starts. They've been phenomenal. They were phenomenal in the game against Kaizer Chiefs and throughout the tournament. Another player who's been a problem at the jersey number 10, Lucas Ribeiro. The Brazilian can hardly put a foot wrong in that number 10 role. They yet to find a way to keep him quiet. Who can keep him quiet? It remains to be seen. Clinton Lawson will have a headache with deciding who's going to mark the man and close him down. Has been a headache for a lot of defenders. The attacking midfielder, who also plays a role in deciding, will also have a factor. This will play a role in deciding the fate of the final. Lastly, we look at Peter Shalulile, who's recently found his scoring boots and will be looking to find his scoring form along with his strike partner in Ekram Reynolds. Expect nothing short of an entertaining final, where two teams will be which will pit two defensively stingy goals at the stingy backlines. However, we have one free scoring side and one that's not exactly free scoring. If we can see, the Magesi have only scored 5 goals, while Pirate Sundowns have scored 11 goals and are yet to concede, while Magesi have conceded 2. Michael Sundowns will look to be the second team after Kaizer Chiefs to win without conceded goal. However, they've beaten the record, having netted 11 goals and win have an aggregate score of 11 goals to nil in the competition. Here's how the fixtures look for the week currently underway. It's Chelsea versus Leicester, against Chelsea at the King Power Stadium. Or by the way, we'll start at home, calling knockout final. Kickoff for that fixture, Magesi versus Mamelodi Sundowns. Kickoff for that is at 6 p.m. On another story in the English Premier League, we see Leicester City taking on Chelsea, while Fulham will welcome Wolves. Everton welcome Brentford. Arsenal take on Nottingham Forest. Bournemouth will welcome Brighton. Aston Villa take on Crystal Palace. Manchester City take on Tottenham Hotspur in the last game of the day. Sunday tomorrow sees Southampton taking on Liverpool and Manchester United taking on the Tractor Boys in Ipswich Town. West Monday Night Football. We conclude Monday Night Football with Newcastle versus West Ham. While on Friday we'll see Brighton take on Southampton. UEFA Champions League football returns with Slovan Bratislava taking on AC Milan. Sparta Prague take on Atletico Madrid. Manchester City welcome Feyenoord. Stade Brestwell travel to Barcelona. Paris Saint-Germain take on Bayern Munich, and Inter Milan welcome RB Leipzig. Atalanta travel to Young Boys. Bayer Leverkusen take on RB Salzburg. Sporting Lisbon welcome Arsenal. Wednesday sees Rennes Vesta take on VfB Stuttgart. Aston Villa take on Juventus. AS Monaco take on Benfica. PSV Eindhoven take on Shakhtar. Liverpool welcome Real Madrid in a repeat of the 2022 Champions League final. Celtic welcome Club Brugge. Lille take on Bologna, while Dinamo Zagreb take on Borussia Dortmund. Tuesday we see our bread and butter in the Betway Premiership. Royal AM welcome Golden Arrows. Kukuna United take on TS Galaxy, while Chippa United take on Super Sports United. Wednesday we'll see Kaiser Chiefs welcome Richards Bay, or Cape Town City will play against Polokwane City, while Super Sports United on Friday will take on Merrimack Gallants. And that's all we have time for on All Things Football. Once again, I'd like to apologize for the technical glitches that occurred today, making the show difficult to come through. Enjoy the show, enjoy the football. Currently underway, it's the Chelsea versus traveling to King Leicester City, who are who've had a hard time hitting form and currently lead by a goal to nil, trailed by a goal to nil against the Blues. It's the Battle of the Blues at the King Power Stadium. That's all we have time for. My name is Apiwe Roto. This is All Things Football. Let's give it a name and call it a day. Take care of yourselves and each other. Cheers.